systems, we need to critically analyze our own role in oppression. Here's a few examples of how they don't do this. Terrorism, they just say things that are ace and 10 out of Chancellor Carter says a chain of events leading to a massive exchange of nuclear weapons between 2 or more states that possess, and that generic terrorists are bad. Extinction Link is what promotes interventionism in the Middle East. No reason how we relate to these impacts, or how we spill the terrorist organizations or to organize, and their financial credibility advantage. They say Middle East goes nuclear. Russell 09, unpredictable actors and a lack of communication. That's the exact lack of communication the K is critiquing. Iran is unpredictable. That's an example of how their paranoid politics links them to this impact framing. That's how that paranoid politics leads to extinction. That's our Helner call. It is also their market collapse, the full scale conflict. They only cited within the card is the stock market crash that happened in 1929, then World War II, which happened 10 years later. That lack of communication within the evidence is another example of this. They say that 200 surveys caused other things. If they can't cite any of these examples, and no evaluation of what caused those kind, no example of how they relate to those impacts. Also, extend the paranoid politics scenarios, what caused extinction. That's our Helena for, and extent of drones, our internal critical intellectualism is key because it forces us to understand our own implication of these actions. They can see this battle framing issue. That means no new one. Our arguments, you should fall to this battle framing framework. The role that does with analytical evidence in the ask paranoid should be prior question. Their solvency and impacts is not what the neg does, it's what the app needs to do better. GSEC 2. Transforming social system because crucial underlying fantasy and projecting externalization and contamination too much with social and national revolutions against the changes of fundamentally rating same authentic guys destroyed by and I don't think the evolution might something influence contemplation, no movement endorses the all we play this game. The not with the act would project absolute ideology, correct political analysis of where false acts are not resolving external standards, they are wrong things, only grasp the relation to the trauma induced place. And for our framework, a predictable judges are educators, not policymakers. The judge cannot predict the plan and chooses however you have the ability to terminate the scholarship. The act more predictable. Solve means personally think about things. The is X chocolate and allows the act claim absurd solvency algorithms that can't be predicted. ADHD 2K6 results cause person reaches assistant, and B plan folks to badly reduces substantive advantages, which most of the money seen to a single 4-second plan text that teaches bad advocacy, make women cannot defend their assumptions, methods around arriving to those claims. C coherence, questioning the assumptions of the plan are prerequisites to determine when the plan was coherent, the norms of the act being found before the act itself. And second is substantial difference. A policy education necessitates to understand scholarship and epistemology that goes into the act. Otherwise, policy making puts fun into a way that causes a policy serial policy failure. And B social change, intellectuals should use the states for social changes. More productive policy making at the state level fails. We are key to reclaiming political imperious proof that works and spills over $1 billion. Security agenda requires students to look at agents other than the state to monitor the privilege of the agency, bond security without reconciliation, and may not be able to define academic security in their hands, critical approach to empower, not state actors currently listed in the address and security, non-state actors against state level actors, insecurity, community access, security elements, also within the state primary security agent, women's entity had found a possible questioning the moral boundaries and the chain of appeal was possibly within by bottom-up approach politics at the heart of the political change, anti-Putin, and Cold War, intellectual providing critique of the existing situations and security kids helping the intellectuals making their practice formative thinking, writing, self-reflection, the students for functions, security by way of reflect upon their own thinking, writing, saying, centuries, not imply the reality out there will help reinforce on to line by line. The AC stands for policy option. Hold them to this. Any of our reps options are disadds to that, and we should only interrogate political outcomes. One, all of our rules of the ballot arguments are disadds to their framework of policy making first. 2, reps should come first. A, they are critical policy discussion in which justify worldviews accurate. 4, you can act. That's only logical. Jordan 6, D, representation prison for decision maker make any sense of reality. The representation that influence how actors upon reality. They limit the course of action, makes different policy conceivable while others aren't thinking about identifying how state represents another state, policies have been examined. And B, policy making challenging different compartments are prerequisites to policy formation. Cheese and Bruce 96, offering policymakers alternatives to reaching consider broader problems in the question about problem framed by policymakers for engaging policy needs to be reframed in terms of reference policymakers for reference in the democratic condition good society must have its ways critically assessing knowledge. They say case is a disadvantage to the app. 1, you must justify the app before you determine to weigh the app. 2, begs question of why you should get to weigh it. All of our substantive didn't prove the way of approaching the problem is followed with assuming you will the policymaker putting plan into action is banned. 3, even if they win the theoretically weigh the app, they must justify their scholarship is good thing. 4, this doesn't make any sense but they can see the link that threats are real. Their threats aren't a real construction anyway. And they say impacts are real. No warrants for this blip. They say Cook 92 all politics bad. 1, we're not an alternative. 2, we default to encourage good political processes. That's all of what I just read. 3, and this card defaults neg because it talks about how policies fail when rooted in things that don't make sense. This is the type of stuff the Mac argument is talking about because it's how we relate to our own role of aggression. The entire critique is how we relate to it. That's exactly what the Cook evidence is talking about. Here's some more offense. Worries about cyber terrorists are rooted in opposition to geographies of inclusion. Boskowitz 7. 1, contradiction between more category of terror and globalization. We found U.S. national security, the connection between domestic U.S. base and commuter domestication, the U.S. military discussion risk of cyber terrorism, effects to clap down the alleged terrorist sympathize, bring the border around everything is everywhere perceived the border potentially threatening other deeply opposite the terms of exclusion, and framing the environment in terms of security, turns solvency, but serves to perpetuate violence. Barnett 1B, because of these securities, foreign allies, straight times, securities, the narrow problems on one, the U.S. for solving non-military issues, questionable thinking with the environmental integration situation, and standing median security, but never gave up the original idea of what it embodies in Miles' goal of security, maintains power within the state, remains on challenge, broadening security, including environmental issues, without changing reference along the consultation to society. This broader agenda of security shall stay static, but only just from the Senate, courts around the needs of the people.
Oh, that's it.
And that's it.
no 7.